My name's Garrett. I'm a carpenter foreman for a construction company in the city here. I'm from the area. I grew up in Cochrane, moved into Calgary when I was about 20, and I've been here since. Sometime at the end of COVID, as things got back to normal, I noticed a year sitting around and doing nothing and being isolated, a lot of things there had changed for me personally, from going out and seeing people and all that kind of thing. I was very active before, and that kind of seclusion wasn't really it for me. I was very numb and turned off to life and everything I would normally be. Normally I'm a very happy and upbeat person, and I didn't feel that anymore. There was no joy or compassion towards others in my life, really. And that in turn reflected on me. I had no energy. I wasn't the person I was before, and something had to change, or I had to change, and that's what brought me here. Trying to reconcile what I had been led to believe from peers, from family and everything, growing up in that way and trying to figure out, do I do this, do I not do this? But I knew something wasn't right and I needed help. And then that took over more than what I had been led to believe about coming here and talking to someone. In my family, in my line of work, everything, you don't go. It's not something you do. It means you're weak or something's wrong with you or you're crazy. It's not, to me, it was not something I was supposed to do. I never felt once ashamed or weird speaking to him. He was very welcoming and inviting from the get-go. That was one thing I really noticed about him. No, I felt comfortable. And that's not something that comes easy, I suppose, when you come here and you have all those preconceived notions about what's going on and what you're to expect here. And to have that and be, welcomed and invited to talk and share and help through things and be able to talk through it, it really changed everything for me about what goes on here. There's that bar graph that you guys do, and I found that essential, really, because time over time I could look and see if I went up or down or how I was feeling based on that and the assessments and the adult vital sign questions. I could see what was working for me and what wasn't. And then I could take stock in the previous month or 2 weeks of sessions, be okay, and that one I improved and I knew, and then this one I hadn't. So being able to see and track myself and being honest in those questions really was key to finding out what was working for me and how to improve and to continue on that path. It's made me a lot more open. I'm a lot more compassionate with others, myself. I find joy in a lot more now. I have noticed I don't easily or quickly fall back into those patterns that I was in before, the loops of self-doubt and things like that. I'm more confident and mentally stronger, I would say. Going from how I felt and not wanting to do anything or withdrawn from everything to wanting to experience everything and all the feelings and go through everything and just day-to-day things, being more confident, comfortable. It's a wild change. It is very empowering. It takes real strength to come here and open up and to figure this out. I thought before it meant strength to hold it in, to not talk about it, to go through life, to bottle it up and say that is what it means to be tough and strong. But the strength is letting it out and dealing with it appropriately in healthy ways and not bottling it up and in 20 years wondering who's going to catch that rage. Just because it's an injury you can't see doesn't mean it's any less deserving of healing.